All right, here we go. Let's get that blocker out of the way before chat starts ripping their brains out. What's the worst part of Demons of Chaos faction? The fact that they have no armor, so people can hard counter them. Similar thing to what we saw with Slanesh earlier. Alright, here's the build. Here's a build. Rate my build, people. We got the Skirmish Corps. Boom. 5 skirmishers. Up front and center. Very hard to deal with. The Jezzail team. On the hill. If you take a look at this hill, it's only blocked a lot by this hill. So they sort of need to get over here and then start pressuring as fast as possible. If he's playing aggressive, I'm pushing through this way. So I just beeline it to the left. Then we got the sneaky Rattling Gunners. Rattling Gunners are amazing. They will be able to slow down anything that gets in their way. And they should do pretty good. As for my Lord, he's going to be parked over here. Way in the back, ready to net down any of the flyers that show up. They might land, which I think will get them out of the net. But, you know, that's sort of fine. We got a Skaven Slave to hold down the flank. That's basically it. That's basically it. Did they buff Rattling Gunners? No, they're about the same. Yeah, alright. Good luck, have fun, Random Nicks. Good luck, have fun. Hopefully I don't get absolutely annihilated here. Whew, alright. But yeah, this is basically, it's all about trading. Trading's the name of the game. Let's go ahead and park over there, get the skirmishers up. He doesn't have a lot of anti-skirmish. Aside from, actually it's mostly marauders. That's good for me. Cultists are, you know, they might summon some guys, but that's sort of fine too. Honestly, I'm sort of liking this. I'm sort of liking this. These guys can go all the way here. His Lord is just in the distance. This is way all the way to the side. Now, if he does try to snipe out my caster, I can always net him possibly, or just ignore him mostly, desummon too. But I just have to be very, very wary about any amount of spawn summoning that happens. Jezzail teams are getting into position, and it looks like we're already fairly comfortable right now. Still not a huge fan of his caster being so close to me, but otherwise, the Skirmish Corps should be able to beat up his casters very nicely. And he does summon in a couple chariots. Very good pick on his part. There's the blues firing away. Thankfully, these guys don't take too much damage from that. And yeah, I'm just laying onto him with that damage. The Jezzails too should be able to punish the chariots if they get too close. So I'm pretty happy about that. And honestly, I think we just summon in the Rat Ogres now. There we go. Let's plop them in. Get the Skaven Slaves going. And then, yeah, just pull out with these guys and then let the Jezzails do their thing. Honestly, this is a good start. This is a pretty good start. There we go. Look at that. Jezzail teams putting in the work against the chariots. That is amazing for me. Nice. And then, now I just want to get some spears. Spears to hold off against those dreaded chaos spawn that will cause me so many issues. Definitely don't want to run into them. But there we go. The chariots are now down. This is a very good start for us. This is an immensely good start, actually. We still have to be wary, though, because chaos spawn are a menace. And focus firing them down is going to be of my utmost priority. Looks like he is pushing quite aggressively, too. Don't want to go too far forwards against that. Nice. Looks like we're doing okay on that front. Some pretty nice kite against his spawn, but we're going to want to start running back here. Skaven Slaves are going to valiantly hold the line. Same with my Rat Ogres, which we will summon more of. And then we're just going to keep cutting away with the skirmishers. That's by far the most important thing. Stall his character so that he doesn't cause me too many issues. And then, yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're fine, honestly. I might even be able to focus fire him down with a lot of these here Rattling Gunners. Crack's Call is an amazing spell, too. And there we go. There's the damage we're looking for. Tons of Jezzail fire, doing very nice for me. And he does get one of the chariots in there. Let's go ahead and get my dogs in. I'm gonna warpstone scroll this bad boy. Get my own chariots to clear up the rest of the infantry. Dog should do okay against that. And look at that, his Lord is suffering a lot right now. That is a lot of damage on his Lord that we just dumped in. Another big old spell. As my Lord got knocked over. We want to clear out this infantry instead now. There we go. So that should work out pretty well. It looks like he's been trading pretty badly as of so far, actually. He's trading really badly. This could go very well for me. Look at that, his Lord's dead. He's dead. Oh my gosh, is this it? Is this the build? Is this the build? The Skaven Kite Menace? Is this how one wins the game? Maybe. Let's not call it early just yet. I need to get more rat ogres and just rats on the field. But we're focusing mostly on trading right now. That is the primary objective. These guys can sort of start running into melee. I have a little bit of chaos happening here in that many of my guys are just getting, like many of my ranged units are getting fully collapsed in on. But I think if I just retreat with these guys, we should be fine. Most of the chariots are bogged down. The blues aren't too scary. Yeah, we're losing a bit of value here as we're pulling back, especially with the skirmishing power running out. We'll see how it pans out. We'll see how it pans out. I don't want to call it too early. These chariots too are a menace, man. They've been really hounding down my guys. And we're triple capped too, so time is of the essence to sort of make a play here. Rattling gunners at the very least are back. They should be able to finish off the chariots. Let's see here. I need to get myself some doggos. There we go. Just rush down those Forsaken. Man, those chariots. They're a menace. Let's see here. Where are my dogs? Where are my dogs? They need to pull back. They need to pull back, and they need to chase down those marauders. We gotta kill off those guys, and then we gotta kill off the cultists. And then I have to army wipe them as fast as humanly possible. More clan rats. Clan rats for days is gonna be the answer. Spawn are mostly going to be ignored. Finally, we rout off those chariots, but not before they get a number done on my range. Thankfully, we do still have 2 of them left, and I believe they're both Jezzails, so that at least should help me out. We have Skaven Slave Slingers for pressuring over there, and it looks like, thankfully, we are starting to capture this point. Crack's Call to get those guys off of my point so that we have more time. And now we just have to come back. Now we just have to slowly come back. And that means dealing with these darn chariots who are not letting up in the slightest, man. They have been causing me so much grief. So much grief, I will say. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. These guys need to desummon ASAP. Those spawn are a huge issue that I do not want to deal with. Another unit of spawn. They're gonna plow on in. And then I gotta shut down these blues. Yeah, I'm just really hoping that we start trading up well enough here. There we go. That's those guys routed off. Very good. He's trying to stall me out at this point, so that I can't win the game. Well, obviously, he wants to win the game. But yeah, he's trying to stall me out right now. I think if we can just capture one of these points, we're golden, though. We're golden. So all hands on deck are sort of all hands on deck for that. I need to get those guys blocked up, but yeah, we're all hands on deck on trying to capture now. So that means summoning as much as we can, pulling all of these guys into the field. There we go. Let's see, Crack's Call over. Oh man, it's just barely out of range. Crack's Call right on top of these guys. That's the only way. That's the only way. There we go, another clan rat summon. These guys are moving on forwards. And we have a decent amount of time here to get these points. I wouldn't say that we're like super in the clear just yet. Oh, come on, I just gotta get this Crack's Call. I need them to rout. I need them to rout, because otherwise we lose in 2 minutes if we're not careful here. So, all hands on deck. Everybody's just pushing forward to the points now, because that's obviously the only thing that matters. There we go. Clan Rat Spears. Everyone just needs to get on the point. We've traded well enough at this point. We just have to get on top of it. Thankfully, the Crack's Call routes those guys off. Sick. Point number 1 taken. Point number 2 starting to be taken back. Spawner going down. He doesn't have his lord. Oh my gosh. The double cap. The double cap with 1,500 to spare. That is huge. That's huge. But we're not out of the woods yet because we can only win off of a triple cap. So we still have to take this point as fast as possible. Let's see. What do I need? What do I need? I need to save up for, you know what? Skaven Slave Slingers. They need to get here as soon as possible. There we go. This point is taking ages to capture. Skaven apparently with the 0 capture weight. There we go. Shut down those darn chariots. I'm sick and tired of those guys. And then we gotta move on to the next point as fast as humanly possible. Everybody on deck is going to have to go there, because I'm not worried about him taking this. I'm worried about losing in 3 minutes when he gets all the capture points. So all hands on deck for capture weight over there. These guys are making the transition. He resummoned his lord, which is a good call. Very good call, actually. Let's see here. Cast. Oh, thank goodness that missed. I did not need my lord to die there. Thank goodness he didn't die. That was it's a little bit nerve-wracking, just a tiny bit. But nice. He's put a lot of money into summoning in his lord. That is going to help me out here. It will make my guys a lot more susceptible to simply straight up dying. Just straight up dying to terror routes and such. But he doesn't have any terror-causing units. So, as long as the leadership holds well enough here, we should be okay. And he's actually summoning in a lot of flyers now to try and defend that point. I think that'll be pretty difficult for him to lock down, but we'll see. The wolf rats, they do okay. But we are starting to get this point. He's going to be doing the crazy Zinj bombardment. So that's going to stop me from really getting in here, except for a few units. And I got to get my wolves on the point. And then I got to get a rat ogre summoned as soon as possible. At the very least, the marauders are going down. Wait, that was just a slow. That was a different ability. All right, well, everything hinges on this point, so that means we gotta bring in as many units as humanly possible. There we go, with 2 minutes to spare. Now we can worry about trading. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I need to resummon my lord before he brings terror. Because I cannot afford for him to bring a unit with terror and everything mass routes here. That would be just the pure end of me. So yeah, we're just gonna resummon that lord. Restabilize our leadership, and we'll be fine. We'll be just fine. As long as he doesn't randomly capture this point. Come on. He has one unit of marauders there, but thankfully it is just the one. And it looks like he's a little ways away from capturing. I just need a little bit more time to get my lord out. And then everybody should be able to stabilize much better. These Furies are having a bit of a rough time too. Thank goodness, there's a leadership boost. Let's get him in there, let's get him in there. We need these spells. We need the spells as soon as possible into this blob, because that is far too important for us. If we can get a little bit of AoE damage here, rout off his guys, and we're set. Come on, slingers, go! I cannot look at chat right now, by the way, guys. This is far too stressful. Let's see, brought in some skirmishers. Let's chase them off. How much is the range on this? Not far enough, not far enough. I need, man, I need like clan rats or something. I'm gonna desummon these guys. He's not even going for that point. I need just like units. Like I think getting my... Let's see here. There we go, perfect. Yeah, I just need a couple of units, really. Like rat ogres. Definitely want rat ogres because we'll trade up. I'm gonna summon them now. Slight cost deficit, but that's fine. He's gonna get the unholy bombardment on my guys here. All hands on deck. All hands on deck. We're almost at the point where it doesn't matter if even if he gets this point, but we still have to hold out for like a minute longer. Come on. Come on, just stall him up. He only has so many units. With the Warpstone Scroll, he desummons his lord. Now that's a hot take. Oh, but he doesn't get desummoned. Okay, so that's gonna slow down his guys from showing up. That's very good. Let's see here. I can kill a couple of those guys. More clan rats. We want to summon these guys on as soon as possible. That's just sort of the best way to get them on here. And if I can rout off the chariots, that's a huge loss in capture weight for him. Come on, chariots. Yes, the chariots are routing. I have one more Crack's Call, and it's gonna go right here. First things first, though, I need to get my summons. The next up is the Night Runners. Nope, Crack's Call's coming in first. There we go. There's a Crack's Call. Come on, kill him. Just kill him. There we go. There's the Crack's Call of the day. That's gonna stall him up pretty hard. And now we just gotta get these guys on. Yes! 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 Oh, yes! We did it! We did it! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Woo, man! Woo. We just had to stall it for a little bit more time. He almost captured it. That Crack's Call might have just won us the game. Oh my gosh, what just happened? If he hadn't thrown away his lord there, we would have lost. He also threw away his 2 cultists. He threw away a lot. Oh my gosh. Now, I did throw away a little bit too. Giselle did a